the students of class 8, and now we are going to study geography. So before I start this chapter, let me take you to the syllabus, because you should know about the syllabus first. So let's see here the syllabus here of geography in class 8, what you will study. So look here, all of you, this is a syllabus, and in this syllabus, if you see here, there are 7 topics. The first topic is the representation of geographical features, and in this you will going to study about the interpretation of the contours on the sheet. It's given here in the book as interpret contours on the sheet, that is height and shape. Then you will study about the identifying the landforms through the contours, about the types of slope, steep slope, gentle slope. Then you will learn about the how to identify the hills, plateaus, ridges, that is gap, saddle, col, pass. You will see all of these things, what does it means. Then you will study here in this topic about the settlement pattern and interpretation and analysis of the topo sheet, which is given here in your book as interpret and analyze the given topo sheet. Now the second topic, which is given in the book as the themes 2, as you can see here, it is population dynamics, and here you will study the topic like distribution of population in the world, overpopulation and underpopulation, the meaning with examples of countries from the world. Then you will study about the impact of overpopulation and underpopulation on the society. Then factors affecting population of a place, that is the birth and death rate, immigration and emigration. Then composition of population, that is the age and sex, rural population, urban population. You will study about the population pyramid, what does it mean. Then the third topic, which is given here as the theme 3rd, you will study about the migration, and here you will study the introduction of the migration, what does the migration mean, the types of migration, that is 2 types of migration, that is immigration and emigration, about the rural, urban and urban to urban migration, and you will see some examples from the world. Then you will study about the impact of migration on socio-economic structure of the society with examples from India and the world. And you will study about the brain drain. What is the meaning of brain drain? So in the introduction, and you will study about the cause of brain drain, positive and the negative impacts of the brain drain. Then the 4th topic, you will study about the urbanization, which is given here, theme 4, that is 4th topic, urbanization. And we will study about urbanization, about the meaning and the causes of the urbanization. Then you will study about the positive, negative impacts of urbanization, satellite cities, concepts of smart cities, examples from the world. Then you will study here, the 5th topic is, as you can see here on your screen, the 5th topic is natural and man-made disasters. In this we will study the natural and man-made disaster, that is the meaning and the examples of these disasters. You will study about the disaster management and its important, that is in general, how the disaster management is important, what is the disaster management. You will study about the safety measures to be taken in case of floods, earthquake, and fire. And you will study about the role of the government in disasters and its management. And you will also study about some case studies of the disasters. As you can see here, some disasters, some case studies. Number one is given here. The floods in Assam and Bihar, how it causes, the causes and the effects and the impact on the life and environment. So you will see one example here, one flood in Assam and one in Bihar. Another case study, earthquake in Nepal, that was in 2015. Its causes, effects, impacts on the life and environment. And third case study will study the oil spills. What is oil spill? Then the coastal areas of the United States, how it causes the causes and effects, impacts on the life and environment. Now here, the sixth topic you will study about the Asia, the continent Asia. As all of you know, this is the biggest, the largest continent. And you will study about the location and extent of Asia. Then you will study about the East Asia, North Asia, Central Asia, Southeast Asia, South Central Asia, Western Asia. Then you will study another subtopic under this is the physiography of Asia. In the physiography, you will study about the different mountains, all the mountains, highlands, plateaus, and the river basins and islands, right? And then you will also study about the climate of Asia, the factors affecting the climate of Asia, and the different types of climatic region. Here it is given types of climate which is found in Asia. We also call it climatic region. What are the climatic region? As you can see here on your screen. So look here again. Sorry for the interruption, because maybe it is due to sub connection problem. So well, let's start again here. So I was telling you about the sixth topic. I was explaining you about the Asia and the largest continent. So you have seen here the location and extent. Then about the different parts of Asia. Different parts means the East Asia, North Asia, Central Asia, Southeast Asia, South Central Asia, Western Asia. These are the political divisions of Asia. So this also you will study here. Then physiography means you will study about the physical division of Asia. And physical division means the different lowlands, means the plain areas. Then the central highlands, which is the biggest highland in this Asia. You will study what is it. The different plateaus, then different river basins and islands you will study. Then about the climate, as I already told you. The factors affecting the climate of Asia, types of climate. I told you about these are also called climatic regions, means tundra, temperate type of climatic region, tropical deserts. So tropical climate means tropical monsoon type of climate, tropical desert type of climate, and tropical grasslands. Then you will study also the equatorial region, which is found in Asia. Then you will also study about the natural vegetation and the wildlife of Asia, and the different natural vegetation and wildlife which is found in the different climatic regions, such as in tundra region, taiga region, tropical deciduous region, equatorial region, thorny means desert region. And after that, you will study the seventh topic. And this seventh topic, as you can see here, it is about India. Now here I told you the 7 topic, but the 7 topic again is divided into 2. You can see here both is India, so you will see it how it is. So this 7 topic is about the geographical features of India, and here you will study about the location and extent of India, its neighboring countries. You will study about the political divisions of India. You will study about the states and union territories and their capitals, and you will study about the physiographic divisions of physical physiographic divisions of India. As you can see here, this physiographic divisions of India: the Himalayas, northern plains, peninsular plateau, Thar desert, coastal regions, islands. Then you will study about the conservation of forest and wildlife in India, then national parks, biosphere reserve, wildlife sanctuaries of India. Then you will study about the climate and natural vegetation. In this you will study the factors affecting the climate, and the climate which is found in India is monsoon type of climate. So you will study what is monsoon, how does it affect the climate of India. Then you will study about the types of natural vegetation, that is the tropical rainforest, deciduous forest, thorny forest means the deserts, the vegetation which is found in the deserts. Then tidal forests are found in the coastal areas where tides are very, very common. They are also called the mangrove forest, you will study. Then montane forest means the forest which is found on the mountains. So these all things you will study in which topic? 7th topic, that is geographical features of India. Then the last topic, as you can find, it is a part of India, but this is the last topic, that is 8th topic. You can see here, theme 8 it is given here, human resources. Now here you will study the human resources, that means the meaning of the human resource. What do you mean by human resource? You will study about the distribution of population in India, that is the rural population, urban population, right? Because you will find the distribution in the rural means villages. So in the villages you will find the distribution of population is different, the structure is different. In urban means cities, so population which is found in the cities. Geographical distribution means geographical distribution you will study how this population is distributed in the different parts of our country India, because you will find some area which is very densely populated, some areas are very, very sparse populated. Some example I can give you, like deserts where population is very low, while in UP you will see population density is very high. Then you will study about the sex ratio, that is the ratio between the male population and female population. Then also you will study here the role of health and education in developing human resources. So, and you will study in this topic also skilled and unskilled human resources, its meaning and examples. Then impact of skilled human resources on the socio-economic development of the country, with the examples from India. So these are the 8 topics you will study, but these 8 topics actually is, you will find actually there are 10 chapters. So you can see here, let me just show you the chapters also. So the first topic that contains only one chapter, you can see here, representation of geographical feature. Then the second topic also contains one chapter, that is the population dynamics. Third topic also contains one chapter, that is about the migration. Fourth topic also contains only one chapter, that is urbanization. Then next is the natural and the man-made disasters. Right, you can see here. This is one topic, it also contains only one chapter. Then here is the sixth topic, the Asia, which is the largest continent. Here you can find here, it contains two chapters. In the first chapter, you will study Asia, the largest continent, about the location and the physical features, means the physical division. Then the second chapter of this topic, Asia, you will study climate, natural vegetation, and wildlife. Then this is the seventh topic, India. In India also you can find here, there are two chapters. The first chapter, it deals with the geographical features of India. And in the second chapter, you will study about the climate. I don't know whether you can able to watch me or not, but so let me see. Let me just explain here. The eighth topic is the India, that is human resource. So there is only one chapter here, you can see India human resource in the last topic. Now let's start here the first chapter, that is the representation of geographical features. Now here, what do you mean by the geographical features? So let's see here, what do you mean by the geographical features? So let me just show you some example. Look here. Can you see here? It is given here, conical hill. Can you see? And this conical hill, if you'll find here above, can you see here the brown line, right? Round in shape. And you can see here the numbers are also written. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So these are the actually height. These lines are called contour lines. So you can find here these contour lines, they show what? This conical hill. Again, let me show you one more example. Now look here, this is another example, a ridge. There, what is a ridge? You can see here. So this ridge, if you'll find, these are the two hills. And between the two hills, here is one gap, one valley, small valley is there, looks like a valley. So this feature actually is called what? A ridge. And how it is shown? Just look here above. Brown lines are there, but these brown lines are different in comparison to this conical hill. If you see here, the ridge actually is shown in a different way by the different lines. Now let me show you some more example. Again, I will explain you this thing. So you can see here, this is also a hill, but the shape of the hill is slightly different. And look here, these are the contour lines showing this feature. Then here, let me show you some more example. Here is an example of one plateau. If you see here, this top part actually is flat, right? Broad also. And this shows the plateau. And this is represented by which feature? You can see here, slightly different. Brown lines, but these brown lines are drawn slightly in a different manner. Well, so these are the, you will see here, features, geographies. Now, geographical features, as you can see, a representation of geographical features. So what do you mean by the representation of geographical features? Geographical features mean, as you can find here, it is given here, hills, then here plateau, ridges. These are the geographical features. Valley, it is not written here, but valley. In a common way, in a simple way, let me explain you. All of you must be knowing about the mountains, plateaus, valleys. Now there are different types of mountains are there. Valleys also even are of different types. And even the plateaus also are can be categorized into different types. Even the plains, if you will study afterwards. There are different types of plains are there. So all these features are called geographical features. And all these features, they are shown by the brown lines, their height and everything. Right? Well, now let me just show you about this representation of geographical feature. Actually, this is actually, it is a part of one branch of geography. We call it topographical sheet. Now let me just show you one example of topographical sheet. First of all, so here you can see here, this is one map. This map, can you see here, this is a different map. Till now, you have seen so many maps, physical maps of the world, physical map of the different countries like India, Australia, South Africa, maybe Africa and South America, North. You will see here, the map actually is different. So there is a, then there are the red dots are there, there are the black lines are there, right? And even you can find here, there is a, can you see here? These are the brown lines. Previously I told you these brown lines are called contour lines. So I'm just showing you, this is just an introduction. I want to just show you. Now you can see here, this is, can you see this? Now this is what? This is a river. Here also you can see here, another river written here, this river, small river joining to this big river, and you can find that is written here, Balram Nadi. Can you see here? And here also if you see here, it is written here name BAN. What does it mean? It is actually the name of this river is Banas River. BANAS. So this actually is in the another part of the map. This is the Banas River. So this feature represents a river. Now here you can say here, look here. These are the houses together. There are so many houses. They form a small village. The village name you can see here written here. This is Karja. Karja is the name of this village. Same way you can find here. This is another village. Name of the village is Rampura. Now here you can see one feature here. This feature represents a temple, right? Now here can you see here this one more feature, tree type of structure. This is a tree, but this black color, the tree represented in black color, we call it survey tree, right? Then there are so many features are here. We'll see it afterwards, one by one. Just introduction, because first time you are looking at this map, right? So just now look here, some more things. Can you see here? These are the brown dots, these brown shades. These brown shades, what does it represent? The sandy region. Well, now here can you see here these red lines? So many red lines are connecting to this village. Here also, so many red lines radiating from this village. Now these red lines actually, they actually are the cart track. Cart track means the road on which only the bullock cart or the horse cart can move. It's not actually, they are the muddy roads. They are not the Metal road means they are not pakka road, right? In Hindi we call it pakka road. So we also call it metal road. So they are not metal road, right? They are a muddy road on which only the bullock cart and the horse cart can move. So you can see here. So this area actually, the whole area here, this is a very backward region of India. This whole map actually is from Rajasthan, right? And one more thing, let me tell you, this whole map actually was prepared in 1961. So this map is called what? Do you know? We call this map topographical map. So this is one sample. What we call it this map? We call it topographical map. So in this one chapter, you will study only a very little part of topographical map, because in class 10th the students, they used to study about the topographical map, and examination 20 marks actually is asked from this topographical map. And this is why ICSE board have now introduced this topographical map from class 6 onwards. So in class 6 also you have studied a very small part. Then in 7th also you have studied a very small part. Now in class 8th, again you will not going to study the whole map, only a very small part, but more than the 6th and 7th what you have studied. But this also is only just a 2% of the branch. This is actually one branch, you know. The study of the map actually is done in one branch of geography, and we call it what? Cartography. What do you call? Just write down. I hope all of you having the copies and the pen, right? If you're just watching these videos just to enjoy, or just to, as you're watching any movies or any serials on the television, so it's not good. You are studying here because all the schools are closed, right, because of the lockdown. So that's why we are teaching the students online. But this doesn't mean that you just sit there and watch all these videos as you're watching any movie. No. So please get the copies, notebook and pencil, or maybe pen, and whatever things the teachers are teaching you. So you just note down the important things. Prepare your notes, your own notes. Don't just watch it like a movie. It is not any movie. Okay? So this is a study. I can't interact to all of your students face to face, eye contact. So I don't know. Many of you must be smiling, laughing, in what condition you are sitting. Maybe your parents are also watching with you. But it doesn't mean that actually you should take it very lightly. This is a study and you should be very serious. Okay? Because again, the teacher will not going to teach you all these topics again, right? So you have to struggle. If you don't concentrate on your studies, you will not take it seriously, then you have to struggle afterwards. So all of you just take it very seriously, okay? I can't see your face, but at least I can sense your feeling. So let's start again here, right? So this was just an introduction, because I was just giving you one small introduction about the topographical map. Now here let's start this map, this chapter from the beginning. This is just introduction. Now let's start here with the introduction. So what you are going to study here in this chapter, okay? So look here. So here, first of all, let's see here, right? Now let me show you here. The methods used to represent the relief On the map, so you will find some different methods. Let me just show you the different topics. Look here, different methods. What are they? Here you can see here. This is number one is hatching. Can you see here? This is hatching. Number two, hill shading, farm lines, spot height, triangulation point. Then there is a benchmark, contours. So these are the, you can see here, some methods. 7 methods are given. There are more methods are there, but these are some common methods. Can you see here? 7 methods. So we're going to see these 7 methods which is being used to represent the geographical features. Now first is actually I will tell you not the hatchery, but first of all I will tell you about the contours. Contours. What are the contours? Write down there all of you. Contours are, look here, contours. You see here these round lines. Well, I have drawn here with the pen. But on the map, these lines are drawn by the brown lines. And here you can find here one line that is represented by 100. What do you mean by 100? 100 means this line joins another one. The another line actually joins all the places having the height of 200 meter. Another one, the joins all the places having 300 meter. Right? So, now write down all of you the contour line. What do you mean by contour line? So, contour lines are the imaginary line which joins all the places having same height. This is a definition, very simple definition of contour line. These contour lines represented by the brown color, brown lines, they joins all the places having same height. So here can you see here this line, the first one actually joins all the lines here having which height? Here this is 100. Another one, this line joins the places having how much height? 200. These lines joining the places having how much height? Which height? 300 meter. Right? So this is contour lines. Now let me show you the second method. The second method is hatching. So you can find here these. So these actually contour lines are given here. But can you see here these dots are given, not dot actually, but small dash type of structure. Lines are given here. Now what does it shows? Can you see here? This shows this slope here. Here this shows this side slope. Right? So what does this show? These lines actually, broken lines, they show the slope of this hill. And this method, showing by this method when the slope is shown, what does it call? What we call this method? Hatching. So this is the second method. We call it hatching. Now let's see the third method. The third method is the hill shading. Now, what do you mean by the hill shading? So you can see again the contours are given. But if you'll find here, this side, these contours are this here actually this side is shaded dark shade, but this side it is light shade. Dark shade shows what? Steep slope. Then here the light shade, it represent gentle slope. So when the slopes, whether it is a gentle or steep, when it is shown by the different types of shade, that is dark shade and the light shade, this method we call hill shading. Okay. Now next one is the form line. Can you see here? These form lines also are the same way, contours, but here these contours, actually these lines are broken lines. So how these form lines are different from the contours here? Let me show you, let me tell you, okay, let me explain you. Now here if you see here, these contours actually, they are having the very different heights given here, right? 100 meter, 200 meter and 300 meter. Okay, but here the form lines, look here, also in the book also it is given here, the same form lines. Here they are represented by the number. So actually during the survey, when some place actually is left by mistake, right, the people, maybe some because of some difficulty, they don't survey any region. So just to show the height, they just draw some lines there, approx lines. It is not accurate height. These lines doesn't show the accurate heights. Okay, that's why they are shown with the broken lines. And what we call this? We call it form lines. Okay. Now next is the spot height. What do you mean by the spot height? Let me show you the spot height. I will show you this is spot height in the map. Okay. So first of all, look here. Number one is, this is the fifth method, spot height. Can you see here? One dot is given and it is given here 130. What does it mean? The height of this particular point, this dot, is 130 meter. Same way, this dot, the height of this particular point is 201 meter. Again, this dot showing 513 meter. Okay. Now let me show you, take you to the map. Let me show you this in map. Where is the spot height? So look here, this is a topographical sheet. So look here, let me show you here. Can you see here? This is 271. Can you see? 271, and here is a one small dot is given. So what does it mean? This small dot, here the dot where it is given here, the height of this particular point is 271 meter. Okay. Same way, if you see here, this is 205, one dot is given here. So the height of this particular point is 205 meter from the sea level. Sea level usually is known to be 0. Okay, so from there the height of this particular point is 205 meter. Same way, some more example can you let me show you. Now here, look here, this is these, another one. Now look here, it is given here, triangulated height. Can you see? Now triangulated height, can you see here one triangle here? With this triangle it is given 209. What does it mean? The height of this point is 209. But how it is different? It is different from this spot height. This also tells the same thing, height. Here also it tells the same thing, height. But how it is different? Now look here. This is spot height actually is the height of this particular places actually are measured by the method we call surveying. So during the survey, there are a group of people, they survey an area, the whole area is given, and then that whole area is surveyed. So during that survey, when the height is measured by the methods surveying method, we call it, that height is called spot height. But what is this triangulated height? Now let me explain you about the triangulated height. Now in maths, so in maths actually, you must be knowing about Pythagoras theory. Do you know? So look here. This is one triangle. Now here suppose this base. Suppose you know this base, and here you know this angle. So by the help of this angle and this base, length of this base, you can find this height very easily. You can find it. Now this method is in Pythagoras theory. This is called trigonometry. Maybe in class 8 you maybe have not studied about the trigonometry. Okay, so it's just introduction. This method, this is a triangle with the height. This is called triangulated height. Means this height is actually measured by a method, by one instrument actually, which is based on the trigonometry. Right? This is based on which method? Trigonometry, by the help of instrument. So when the height of any such type of places are found by this method, what we call? We call it triangulated height. Now let's see here. Let me show you here some triangulated height. Now look here. One example is here. Now look here. This is one example. Can you see here in the map? One triangle is given here. And what does it shows here? 364. So what does it mean? The height of this particular point is 364 meter from the sea level. And this height actually is measured by which method? Based on the trigonometry, by the help of an instrument. So this is how actually this both are showing the same height. This is the spot height. It is measured by the method we call it surveying method. This triangle also shows the height, but this height is measured by the one instrument that is based on what thing? Trigonometry. Now, the one more method which is used to show the height is called, you can see here, BM 225, BM 200, here is BM 300. What does it mean? BM means benchmark 300. This also shows the same thing, the height. Height of this particular place is 300 meter. Here the height of this particular place is 225 meter. Here the height is 200 meter. But why it is called benchmark? Now, it is called benchmark. Now, let me show you here in the map also. Look here in the map. Can you see here? This is given here. Benchmark 225.3. This is benchmark 224.6. So what is a benchmark? What are these benchmarks? These benchmarks actually, there are some places where the height is written. There is some marks are there, maybe some monument, maybe some building, or maybe some board. So when the height is measured, it is mentioned there. One mark is set there, right? And these heights that's why it is called benchmark. So these are the three types of heights. So you have seen here These are the three types of height: spot height, triangulated height, and the third one is the benchmark. Okay. So today portion only up to here. Now, next class we will start afterward. Further actually. Now I will explain you about the interpreting interpretation of the contours on the topo sheets, on the topographical maps. So this will start in the next class. So till now, goodbye all of you.